Welcome to our tutorial about changing properties. Let's begin by going to the View tab. Let's launch the Properties palette from the Palettes panel. The Properties palette is a really convenient interface for modifying many parameters of your project, all from one single place. When you figure it out and get used to using it, you're going to be using this palette a lot. Right now, I haven't made any selections, and that's indicated right here, no selection. Let's begin by selecting the circle. Now the circle appears here in the drop-down menu. Let's modify some of the circle parameters. Let's take a look at the radius, for example. Enter a value of 4.5 and press Enter. And the circle modifies right away. Let's change it to 8. Enter. Again, our graphic is updated. Now let's reposition the circle by adjusting the center point coordinates. For the x-coordinate 10, and for the center y-coordinate, we can type in an entry or we have the option to launch the quick calculator. Let's select Get Coordinates. So let's use it to help us get a y-coordinate. Click Get Coordinates, select this point, and click Apply. Let's select a second object, for example this rectangle. Now, when more than one object is selected, as you see by All in the main drop-down menu, only the properties common to all of them are available for editing. Or we can choose the objects individually from this drop-down menu, polyline, circle. We can select one object, the other, or both of them at the same time. Let's right-click in blank space, scroll down to Deselect. Now let's select this dimension. The dimensions properties are now available for editing. Let's start by moving the dimension to the correct layer. Let's change the text height next, maybe to 0.4. Now let's expand the Primary Units panel. Scroll down a little, and let's change the precision to 2 decimal points. And again, right-click in blank model space, scroll down to Deselect All. Let's select the hatch pattern now. Let's move the hatch to the correct layer as well. I can also change the hatch pattern right from here instead of launching the hatch editor. For example, to ANSI 34, OK. Let's select a second hatch now. As you notice, the properties that vary between the hatches are listed as varies. Let's change the layer. Let's also change the hatch pattern. I'll use ANSI 31 and click OK. I'm going to change the scale to 5. As you see, the Properties palette is a powerful feature of AutoCAD. It gives you a single interface from which you can quickly modify every aspect of your drawing. Rather than launching the individual editors, you can simply launch the Properties palette to make the changes you need. And this concludes our tutorial about using the Properties palette to edit object properties.